Bliss, love, and lavender, my beautiful royal family. I want to tell you something fascinating that I learned about confidence years ago that changed the entire game for me. As a woman who has been pretty attractive all of her life, I realized the physical aesthetic has nothing to do with confidence. So, if you're a woman on your personal development journey, on your feminine journey, and you want to learn the game-changing secret that helped me establish the level of confidence that I currently have, that all of my clients have, and that you as a woman can embody, keep watching this video. So, it was this one day, I have this thing where I love to Google definitions of words that we've been hearing all of our life. So one day I Googled the word confident. I'm like, what does confidence even mean? Because I seen this trend of women who were coming to me and they was like, I want to build my confidence. And so from doing the transformational work and helping them through their traumas, their insecurities, their limiting beliefs, I was able to discover that the true definition of confidence isn't necessarily how you show up and how you look and your your security when it comes to other women being in the room and you're in a room and you feel confident. Confident, one of the definitions of confidence, which to me is the core definition of confidence is the ability to hold on to the truth. So as an Aquarius, who I am liberated by truth. I'm a truth speaker, truth teacher, truth seeker. I absolutely love the truth. And so when I seen that confidence was the ability to hold on to the truth, I said, well, what does that mean? How does that translate if a woman is wanting to become more confident? How does she start? What's step one? That's always my question. Like, but what's step one though? Okay, yeah, I get the concept. Okay, yeah, I get the definition. Okay, yes, it's a bunch of information, but what is step one? How can I start implementing this ability to hold on to the truth if maybe in the past I wasn't able to hold on to the truth, or maybe I can't even wrap my mind around what that even means? So, here's a few ways to materialize and put this definition inside of your body. So, holding on to the truth, confining in yourself, if we break up the word confidence, is the ability to confine in yourself. This sounds like a relationship. And so, this relationship that you have with yourself, I want you to know this relationship continues to transform. And something that I've been able to do for myself is tell myself, listen, I don't care if you need 1,000, 1,000,000 second chances, I'm going to give you a second chances. I don't care how often or how many times you need to start over. You have my vote, you have my support. And so being on your own team is a great way to start establishing that ecosystem of confidence. That's number one. Giving yourself the validation, the reassurance, and the affirmation that, hey, I'm on your team. I'm not against you. This means that you don't talk against yourself. The cheap chatter, I call it cheap chatter, the cheap chatter that tries to come in, you handle it with love. You handle it with care. You don't suppress it. You don't force it down the drain. You say, hey, I'm going to lean inward to what you're feeling because we're on the same team. We're on the same team, right? So when you can cultivate this relationship with yourself and say, hey, listen, we're on the same team, babe, the ecosystem begins. Now, what next? Okay, knowing that you're on the same team with yourself. Okay, but what next? What more? Well, a key factor in confining in yourself is going to be keeping your promises and keeping your word to yourself. Now, this is easier said than done, huh? Right? Because we have life, we have people, we have relationships, we have things, we have so many reasons why it's hard to keep our promises to ourselves. But one reason that I find to be the strongest out of all of the reasons we can make up about keeping the promises to ourselves is the reason of knowing that the promise and the fulfillment of the promise doesn't go unnoticed. In fact, it's building up in this beautiful, let's call it bank account, where you can lean inward and lean into this bank account and rely on this bank account when your flesh is weak, when your emotions are deregulated, and anytime there is a sense of uncertainty. So this account builds a muscle. So when you are leaning inward, number one, when you are deciding, okay, we're on the same team. I got your back, you got mine. We're in this together. I'm never against you, so I'm never going to do anything or say anything to harm you intentionally. There's things that sometimes we say to ourselves that we wouldn't even say to our best friend or one of our friends, but we would say it to ourselves. And this relationship will evolve as you start to change that language and understand that, okay, if I am telling myself, we're on the same team. I also have to demonstrate to myself that we're on the same team. How do I do this? By the way I talk to myself, by the way I correct myself, okay, and by the way that I keep the promises to myself, knowing that there is a reward at the end, right? Knowing that even if it means something different for someone else in their world, or the new standard, the new boundary, or the new promise that you're making means that maybe someone doesn't get access to you, even though this can change things outside of yourself, keeping your promises to yourself, the ROI, the benefit at the end is going to be where you get fed when you are hungry, where you get fed when your flesh is weak, where you get fed when you need to show up and you're emotionally deregulated, when you get fed, this is where and when you get fed when you are on a stage and it's time to propose or pitch to an investor. One of my clients was just talking about this the other day. And it's time for you to stand up and speak about your business or speak about your vision or, speak about who you are, speak about your brand. This is where you're leaning inward to that bank. You're leaning inward and you can lean in, you can do a withdrawal and say, okay, provide me some power real quick. Provide me some power. Provide me some energy. Provide me some validation. Ooh, I need a breath of fresh air right now. Ooh, I need to remember who I am. Okay, let these words flow like water. Okay, let me articulate myself like the genius that I am. Okay, let me make sure that I'm presenting myself as the phenomenal woman that I am. Let me ensure this translate with pure sophistication. Confidence. Where are you? And confidence will be present if you have built that bank and if you have built that muscle. So understand that confidence is the ability to hold on to the truth. And you're going to establish this truth and this trust within yourself by confining in yourself, letting yourself know that, hey, I see you. We're on the same team together. And then keeping those promises to yourself and keeping your word to yourself. And if you slip up, again, the language and what you're saying to yourself is soft. It's real. Okay, it's accountable, but it is soft and it is with love. It's with nourishing and it's with nurturing. Your mom ever told you something before? Maybe you all were having a heart to heart. And it was something that you didn't really want to hear, but she said it with so much love, you couldn't help but to allow it to pierce your heart. You dropped into your body and you said, okay, mom. Because she said it with love. Oftentimes, it's not what we say, it's where it comes from. Because you can also, on the other side, say affirmations all day long. But if it's coming from a place of uncertainty and it's coming from a place of inauthenticity, a fabricated place that maybe you made up, right? Or it's a false identity or it's a mask, it's not going to penetrate, it's not going to transform, it is not going to do what it needs to do. So confidence being the ability to hold on to truth, meaning that you know what? You know that you're on your own team. You got your back, baby. You love yourself down, right? That's what they call it. That's what the young folks call it. You love yourself down. And you are also willing to give yourself 1,000 second chances if you need to, because you rock with you that much. So even though you may feel like this, when's the last time you let yourself know this? When's the last time you out loud said, you got this, baby. I love you. I got you. You're good. I know that's a thought. Okay, what we're doing now is this though. Like I know that was our last reality, or I know that was the way we behaved in the past, but you know what? We're doing this now. Okay, I know that maybe you used to suppress your emotions and you didn't really articulate yourself, but now we're gonna start doing that, and I'm gonna walk with you through that, and I'm gonna coach you through that. I'm gonna be right here, and guess what? If you mess up, I still got your back. How often do you out loud voice and give yourself that reassurance that, hey, I'm on your team? So I want you to start doing that. Number one. Number two, I want you to start keeping your promises to yourself. And guess what? If you ever slip up, when it's time to redeem yourself, I want the language to be soft and gentle, as if you were a baby, because oftentimes we're talking to our inner child. Okay, you're going to build this muscle. And keep in mind, when you are building this muscle and you are holding on to your promises and you are reassuring to yourself that you're on the same team and you got your back. When you are doing this, understand the times where you may fall short, fall weak, to the flesh, you get deregulated. It's time for you to perform. It's time for you to show up. You're feeling a little uncertainty. I want you to know this is where that confidence kick in and you can get into that peak state. But again, confidence is something that is built. It's built with intention, it is built with strategy, and it's built with consistency. So, confidence is the ability to hold on to the truth. So, does this mean that maybe your level of confidence is going to be determined by how well can you hold on to the truth? I'm so happy and so grateful. I have through my life, like through my whole entire life, from from way back when I was a little child, I was speaking life into women. I was helping women transform. I was giving advice before I was 10, right? I would sit underneath elders and soak up the wisdom and feel like I'm in such relation. The way I was thinking was in such relation to the elders. I've been so blessed to coach so many women, and I see the same type of desires that we want. We want that confidence. We want to be audacious. We want to walk into the room and own any room that we walk in. And so this April 2025, April 24th through the 29th, I'm taking 20 women to Dubai, the UAE, where we're going to have the Feminine Mastery Retreat Summit. Okay, I'm talking 5 days of immersive transformation. You're going to come into the experience with the identity that you currently have, the confidence that you currently have, right? The skill, the knowledge, the strength, the beauty, and you're going to walk out of the experience, get back on the plane, travel safely back to your home, and you're going to be a brand new woman. This 5 day experience is designed to be immersive, it's designed to provide instant transformation, where you're not just understanding things from an intellectual perspective, but now it's in your body. Now it's second nature. Now you don't have to think about it. You are walking with the confidence. It's all up in your hips. Others can see it and smell it. It's impacting the way you do business. It's impacting the way you influence. It's impacting the way you lead. It's impacting the way you feel about yourself. And that aura and that energy is what is going to continuously magnetize things towards you and allow you to be in peak state, the feminine way. So, if you are interested in this experience, you want to learn more, you're like, okay, Nubia, maybe I just found you on YouTube. I like the way you're talking. Or, maybe I'm a past client, I'm ready to go on an experience with you. Or maybe you have been on one of my retreats. I'm talking Jamaica, Costa Rica, Mexico, right? I've been all over the globe hosting these immersive experiences. And you're like, you know what? I want to go to Dubai, right? I want to experience the land of the enriched, right? I want to indulge myself and connect with like-minded women who are very serious about their legacy and very serious about the moves that they're making in life. And see, they decided, right? And you are deciding that you want to put yourself in the right environment for 5 days so that way you can get the subconscious shift, you can get the emotional embodiment, and you can transform the way you show up, because you know that the way you show up is going to be a direct result of the results that you get. That being said, Click the link below. It's going to guide you to a call where you'll be able to do something like an interview where I learn more about you, you learn more about me, I learn more about what your desires are in life. And then if you are a great fit for the retreat summit, I'll tell you more about the details. Okay, so I'm sending love with you, by you, for you, and with you to your family. I'm affirming that you are warm and that you are safe. And so remember, confidence is the ability to hold on to the truth. Hold on to that truth, baby. Until next time. I will see you later. Make sure you like this video, and if you had an epiphany and you never thought of confidence this way, please let me know. I would love to hear from you. Put a comment down below. Subscribe to my channel. If you are a woman who is on your journey and it's time for a shift and it's time for a change, I'll be coming back with way more videos and more value. So keep watching. I'm sending love to you. Peace.